Alright, welcome to 8.0.1. One thing, before I start this episode, I went to Stormwind. I flew from Ramkahin to Theramore, took the boat over to the wetlands, and then flew down to Stormwind, and I enabled PvP mode, war mode, I guess is what you call it. I was on a normal server before, PvE server. I'm kind of excited to check that out. I also have some mail, which it's from me, so I, because of the way I forgot why they kind of refunded to give people a free chest full of 1,000 Awakening Essence this week. I went ahead and bought my Warlock, a Legendary, for 101. So now I've got 2 Legendaries, we'll be ready to go. I haven't decided which Legendary to pick yet, but we'll get there. I'm queued up for a normal Cataclysm dungeon, and my UI is a little funky because a lot of my move anything add-on's not working, so that's why my Cannoneer's Fusilighter is way over here. That's okay. I'm actually really, it's still bound, so that's the important part, really. We're going to start heading to the west to Alakir's Vengeance. Now, I do need to pick out talents. I looked these over. I didn't go online and look elsewhere. I kind of, on my own while I was flying over to Stormwind, looked and decided what I think makes the most sense. So I'm trying to use what I've learned. Game data is currently being downloaded. Interesting. I'm trying to use what I've learned in my time as a Warlock to pick what makes the most sense, I think. So first of all, I saw that can fly, or Incinerate and can fly. I guess, yeah, can fly. They both have changed significantly. Quite a bit, actually. Because it's only for my, I think it has changed, but it mainly generates 5 soul shard fragments now, which I think is more, well, I guess it's fragments, not soul shards, so maybe it hasn't changed. I was thinking there's 5 soul shards it generates, which is insane. Now I realize it's 5 soul shard fragments. I recognize that we now are apparently generating soul shards outside of combat, up to 3. I don't think we used to do that. Summon Doomguard is gone now. I mean, it's just completely gone, and I'm also sad because Grimoire of Supremacy, I think is what it was called, I was excited to use to be able to have a Doomguard out permanently. That's gone now, so I never got to live the dream. Let's head down here. I think Harrison Jones is over here. No, Pharaoh guy. Let's do the Harrison Jones quest. I think he's down here. We'll check that out. So before I go any further, I do need to pick out my talents. Let's start with, okay. So let me remind myself what I was going to pick. I generally like passive talents. I've mentioned this before, just for simplicity, even if they're not necessarily the best. So I do tend to pick those over new skills like Soulfire, for example. I think I liked Flash over. 25% increased damage. I use Conflag a lot, so it seems like it's useful. And 2 backdraft buffs. That seems very useful. That's what I used kind of anyway. And I didn't really like either of these. I don't Chaos Bolt that often. And when I do, I don't necessarily always have Immolate up, so it seems like it wouldn't always be useful, whereas Reverse Entropy seems to always be useful. There's always going to be a time where I would want to have 15% increased haste, so I picked that. Feel free to let me know in the comments if this is like a terrible decision, but I'm kind of going off what I think makes sense. Demon Skin seemed really nice. I liked having this originally, where I was always having a little bit of a shield going into combat. Burning Rush seems really cool, but I'm kind of scared to use it. I feel like I'm going to forget to turn it off and die. And this seems really useful also, but I think Demon Skin I prefer. Because I remember always really liking the shield going into combat. It was really nice just to have that. These are all really cool to me. Cataclysm seems really, really fun. Fire and Brimstone. This seems really useful. I feel like Incinerate no longer does. It doesn't. It used to be, I thought it was always kind of an AoE ability, but here it looks like it's not anymore. So I don't know if I'm mistaken. Maybe I had a talent that made it AoE, but this seems incredibly useful to make it so that it generates a little more of my soul shard fragments if I hit more targets, and hit more targets seems very, very good. Inferno seems really nice, but I don't use Random Fire that often, especially out in the open world. So Fire and Brimstone. Shadow Fury, I think I actually saw this was, I need to put this on my toolbar still. Stuns all enemies within 3 yards for 8 seconds. First of all, that's awesome. I'm psyched to use that. I was looking at any other skills that aren't on my toolbar. Ritual summoning, I don't use, obviously. Really ever. Demonic gateway is very cool, but I haven't used it much. Banish, I should keep in mind. And also enslave demon. Do I have it? I could have sworn enslave demon. Yeah, enslave demon, there it is. Banish and enslave demon I need to keep in mind if I'm around demons more. I haven't thought about those much. For this last one, so Dark Fury seems good because it reduces this by, 25%, which is pretty nice. Demonic Circle seems kind of cool, but I don't use Demonic Gateway anyway, so maybe if I don't use that, maybe I shouldn't really worry about using this. I really like Mortal Coil. I really appreciate, I very rarely use it. I've had it forever. I really appreciate having it as I think it heals for more now, but I mean, it's like a kind of a, oh crap, like get out of jail free thing. For my PvP stuff, I'm just going to pick a lot of very simple passive stuff, which I don't expect to use that much, but I'm just going to pick some passive things. I really don't know much about them. There's a lot of choices. I don't really feel like figuring it out right now. Replaces Havoc. These only work in PvP, right? I think. I assumed all PvP talents only work against human players. So if I'm wrong, let me know. Sure, let's do that. Whatever. I don't know about the PvP talents much, obviously. And I've got like a gap here. I don't really know why. I don't remember what was here. I need to go look at my old UI to see what I'm missing there, but something's missing. And let's create a health stone. I'll move my health stone down at least. And I still get 3, that's good. And I also want to put my Orb of Deception here. Cool. Alright, let's see what Prince in the Dune has for us. So, we're queued up. I don't think we're going to get anyone. I feel like a lot of people are doing other things today because of the new expansion, or new pre-patch. Today's actually Thursday, so the pre-patch just happened 2 days ago. Yesterday, I was presenting my research at lab. I didn't have time to get up in the morning beforehand. I was actually up late, so I didn't sleep much, so I slept in a little and didn't get on WoW, unfortunately. I was really sad about that. So I'm a day late, a buck short, and I'm writing the report. Anyway, so this will come up Friday, hopefully. Slay 6 Scions of Alakir. Okay, these are his minions. We join them or they destroy us, okay. Our enemies can bury entire cities under the sand. Our traditions have never prepared us for such a war. Under the choking sands, rescue 8 Orsis survivors. Okay, Orsis has been buried, the enemies will pay. We need to aid the people, sure. The Prophet Hadassi is the wisest and eldest member of the Orsis tribe. Find the Prophet Hadassi in Orsis. He has not been accounted for, and his well-being is of vital importance. Okay. I don't know if you can see this very well, but I, ripped off my scab here. It hurt. It was a bad decision. I have, a chunk of skin missing now, and I definitely am in a scar, which is okay. Scars are cool. I felt really bad about it last night. I was like, oh man, what'd I do? This is so dumb, and I was, kind of upset with myself. And then I woke up this morning, whatever. Hey, found the guy. Oh, I also trained faster flying speed while I was in Stormwind. But I didn't have the gold to get the next level. I was actually 400 gold short. I need 4,500 gold per training, so I only could do one of the two. I didn't realize I was just barely short. Who are you? Sent here to rescue my people and fight our enemies? Find the sacred receptacle. Okay, I don't want to let it fall in the bad guy's hands. As you can mosey. Let's see how does this all work now. Let's start with an immolate. Immolate looks cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. Jeez. Blizzard really stepped up their game on animations. That's crazy. That's cool. So as you may have noticed, I haven't played BFA pre-patch at all. Or, yes, I haven't played the pre-patch. This dude's looking dead. That was it. Just pulled it out of the ground. He couldn't just do himself. I didn't play the beta at all. I had beta access for a month, almost 2 months now, and I I wanted to get on there, but I never got time. I got busy, and I was more focused on playing this tune when I had free WoW time, so that was that. Never did it. That's cool looking though. It almost looks very cartoonish, like you know what I mean? I don't know. Like a little exaggerated kind of. It looks a little like, I don't know how to describe it. It just looks kind of cartoony, which is not bad. I don't mean it like as an insult. It just looks a little more exaggerated, and the color stands out a little bit more. Even using like dark sprint, kind of. It looks different. Let's free that dude. This is very cool. I like them. I'll get used to the animations, I'm sure. I'm sad my Doom Guard's gone, by the way. Those are you jerks. Doom Guard was so cool. Although I'd be honest, I'd be more sad if the Infernal was gone. I like the Infernal a lot. I'm still getting used to the level scaling. My health has dropped about half. You may have noticed last episode it ended, and I was mentioning, like I was watching it. I think I had 22,000 health, now I have 9,000, so it's going to take a little getting used to. Where is my thing? In here? Oh, wow, that was very well hidden. At faster mount speed, it's going to be super nice. The chest is locked, there's a plaque bearing interesting hieroglyphics above it. Oh, there it is. Obtain the Stone of the Moon and the Stone of the Sun from the Colossal Guardians. The plaque above it depicts two giant statues holding star and moon shaped stone sockets at their center. The two statues are pictured guarding pyramids that look like the ones outside. Perhaps it's worth your while to investigate these. Yes. I think it may be it. Look at this guy. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to a lot of these things. Different world now of Warcraft. I'm so lame. No, but it's quite different. What's the Infernal animation? I think is it Radius and the Infernal a little bigger? That was cool. I want to look up next time. Does the Infernal look different? Looks similar. I am playing around with rendering these videos in a higher bitrate. This episode should be the first one that I test that, so let me, like, honestly, like, legitimately it's helpful because it takes longer to do that. It adds about 20 minutes of the rendering time by doing the higher bitrate. I was doing a little test last night. Since I didn't have a video to actually render, I was playing around with some test stuff. It takes about 20 minutes longer to render and twice as long to upload. The file size is literally almost twice the size, so I'm going to basically double the bitrate. So let me know if this video's visual quality looks better or worse, I guess, but hopefully not worse. Looks better or similar to the previous videos. I'm only in 1440p still right now, but looks like a watermelon right there. But I am working towards the idea of doing 4K because I don't know if this works. My monitor is not a 4K monitor. I can use NVIDIA to do some super resolution stuff, but here's the resolution scale. I can crank this up. It's a new thing they added to WoW. I can crank that up to some of my settings got reset because of the new patch, so I need to kind of adjust it still, but I can adjust that up to 4K resolution. My graphics card can handle it for sure. It's a little bit warmer, a little bit louder, but not much, mostly warmer. The question is, I don't know yet, if I do that in 4K, does it make sense to render my final video in 4K, even though I'm not actually on a 4K resolution, or should I just stick to 1440p, but because this video is 4K, or the resolution is 4K output, would it look better anyway? For some reason I'm not able to view my current. If I hold shift, and like highlight, it isn't inspected properly. Or, yeah, it's not like going over to it. Oh, so they don't have a hat? What did I do with my hat? I guess that's an upgrade. When did I get rid of my hat? I noticed when I logged in I didn't have a hat on, and I just like didn't like think about it. But apparently I just like threw it away. I don't know. That's really sad. That hat looks so goofy on me too. Alright. Let's inspect this guy stealing. Oh, I thought I was inspect. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. Terrifying. Get him. Haste increased by 15%. Cool. Let's try this stun. How does this work? Go to castable stun. Okay. Kind of lame looking effect, but it works well, so. An AoE stun from a distance. Stuns all enemies within 8 yards, up to 35 yards away for 3 seconds. That's very cool. Alright, let's go get our other stone over here. Stone of the sun. Q is looking DPS. DPS is good. I think I walked right by this guy earlier. My bad. Yeah, so a lot of changes. I'm getting used to them already pretty quickly. But I am playing around with the resolution or the bit rate of my videos. They'll still be 1440p for now, but I'm considering trying just do 4K resolution, but I don't know if it'll actually improve things at all. Since my actual screen is not 4K, I don't know enough about how that works. But yeah, I'm trying to make some improvements here or there. I'm also considering doing a hardware upgrade on my computer. Right now I use, I'm sorry, it's probably really boring for most people, but right now I use NVE HC, whatever. It's the NVIDIA codec to record my videos, which works very well, I think, and looks pretty good. Hold on about that. You place the 2 gems inside the sockets in the wall. Obtain the Scepter of Orsis from the sacred receptacle. The chest below unlocks with a loud click as you insert the 2 stones into the plaque. Obtain the scepter and bring it back to General Amen. Let's get out of here. I don't like this little place. So, right now I use NVIDIA's encoder, which works pretty well for... It doesn't work so well for streaming, it seems like, compared to H264, which would be like a CPU-based encoder. But I use my graphics card and for local recording. It seems to work pretty well. It takes up a lot less... There's a lot less stress on my CPU, which keeps it running a lot cooler, which keeps this room a lot cooler, which is really nice in the winter, in the summer. So honestly, like, my CPU is a Ryzen 1700. It could totally handle the H264 encoding, like absolutely. Since I was barely uses any CPU at all, but I don't like how hot it gets, so I use the NVIDIA encoder. I thank you, SoupaSoka. Orsis is punished for not joining the forces of Deathwing. Prince Adun has offered my people refuge in his city. I must go there and tend the survivors. Okay, you're back. I know who just spoke. This is what Alec here wanted all along. Cool. Oh, I was gonna say my experience bar is so squished now. That it's so squished that it... Is it always that short? It was never this short, but like now it's only 10 bars, so it feels like every little change is very minor instead of like the larger one I had. Hurry, SoupaSoka, I must speak to my brother the king. He is bent on averting war with Alkir and the Neferset. He has foolish hopes that there is a diplomatic solution to the problem. Maybe once he hears what occurred, he will see. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep going south. I want to keep working on... I think this is... Yeah, this is supposed to be... what's it called? Harrison Jones. That's a cool fire effect up there. I don't know if that's a new flame effect or what. It looks nice. Also, my mouse wheel scroll is disabled for the mini-map now. I couldn't find it in the menu. I thought... Is that a menu setting? I think it is. I think someone told me about it a long time ago, but I can't find it. I looked quickly. I didn't really spend a lot of time digging around. I just noticed it just before I started the video. Oh god. Let's get these guys. I'm getting sniped. Apparently Drain Life does now less damage, it seems like, I think. But heals for a much higher percentage of my health, if I recall. Gotta do that backwards. That looks cool. Wow. Grimthick's getting like nuked by these guys. Man. I need to havoc this. What am I doing? Gosh. He has bolt still looks awesome. But man, it just feels like those guys did a ton of damage to us. Oh, what's this? Efficient excavators. Bring efficient excavations. Bring efficient excavations to Belloc, Brightblade, and Schnotz's Landing. This manual describes outlandish theories on how to most effectively manage large groups of workers as they engage in massive excavation projects. It's a guy, the author's in charge of the over-aggressive diggers. Map on the back cover indicates the author has a bunker in the southwest region of Uldum. Perhaps an introduction is in order. Sure. Uh-oh. I see a plane. This is terrifying. Early...
You need something?
It would seem that I'm not the only one interested in these obelisks. Kill 10 Schnauze air troopers. Okay. I can handle this guy. Maybe we can take care of a few. Okay. Ooh, more quests.
What can I do for you?
They don't know what they've got here. Create the Titan activation device. These guys are excavating relics from the site and taking pieces of ancient technology that we need. Check the crates for the ancient activation device. We only need a healer now for our instance, which is exciting. The officer should have codes. You'll need to open them. Hurry.
See you later.
Okay. Yeah, these guys seem to have a... I'm gonna have to get used to the scaling, right? It's a little... the stat squish, it should mostly be the same. These guys seem to die pretty similarly quick, you know? But I'm sure there's some wonkiness in it. To some degree. Go get him, Grimthick. Oh, nice. I didn't think they'd pick up from over there, but still got him. Good. How long does Havoc last for? 10 seconds. Okay, it doesn't last very long still. That's something that still takes some getting used to. I still kind of mess up Havoc a lot where I cast it way too early. Let's finish this guy off. Can I? Nope, not quite. Well, we got a few quests here, and I was told that I should definitely finish the Harrison Jones quests, that they're like too good to not complete. Wait, I don't have a chest key code. How do I get the code? I know the guy said I need to get it from the officers, right? But the officers should have the codes. Are the officers different than the rest of these? Air Trooper, Air Officer. So maybe that's what I need. These guys have a short aggro radius, I'll tell you that though. How many officers? How many officers do I have to kill? Do I have to kill like one for each? Or is just one of these good enough? Use unlocks. Okay, so maybe it's a one-time use. It's painful. Or maybe I just need one of these chests. And now I don't think I can open this, right? Yeah, oh man, that's gonna be a long... I need 6 of these, so I need to kill 6 officers to get 6 codes. I just want to fly around and find the officers then in that case. Well, I know I need to kill the troopers also. Alright, we should get 2 chaos bolts off on this guy, which is going to be really nice. That's some serious DPS when you get Havoc up and you get double chaos bolts before Havoc runs out. Feels nice. Alright. Okay, it's kind of a tough, not a tough quest, but there's a fair amount of killing I have to do here, I guess you could say. Grimthick might not aggro that guy? Nice. It's impressive how little aggro range these guys have. Alright. Oh, I made something that I finally figured out. I used to keep a list and someone would suggest something I look at or try. And, you know, sometimes I want to do those things, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I want to do them later. You know, I don't always want to do, like, everything right away, and I don't have time to do everything in terms of leveling. Sometimes I just out-level content too quickly, unfortunately. But what I usually would do is I would, like, take some notes and then take a picture of it on my phone, and then just save it. My phone auto-uploads my photos to my Google Photos account. And then I just, like, find that photo later on. I, like, dig through my photos and be like, oh yeah, I was supposed to do this or that, I wanted to do this or that. Which was fine, but not very efficient. I finally just decided to make a Google Keep account. Well, not make an account, just start using my Google Keep account that I have with my SoupaSoka@gmail.com account. And now I keep a running list, and I date it, and it's like a checklist of things to check out or try. and in WoW. It's much more organized, and I should forget a lot less about things that I want to do, because a lot of times I just forget to go back and look at that photo where I lose it in the shuffle of all my other... I don't have a thing here? Guess what, I should have. Anyway, so I have a running list now of things, like some add-ons I want to try, some zones I want to check out eventually at least. Someone suggested like sell gray or sell junk as an add-on to just sell my gray items. It isn't working for me right now, which is probably just because it's 8.0.1 patch. I did update all my add-ons, so I did go through and update it. Okay, I need one more time. I updated every single add-on that I could. Some of them were outdated. From like I downloaded maybe like let's say a year ago. I haven't updated them since. And they had a new version maybe 3 months ago, but not necessarily for patch 8.0.1. So some of those still didn't work, unfortunately. Like Move Anything is one of those. Trucy GFD or whatever, the one that used to show my in the center of the screen here, I'd have a little thing that would show what I'm casting. Oops, I don't have another thing yet. Oops, didn't even cast it either. Oh, that's cool looking. It's not working, so there's a handful of things that just aren't working still. This should be our last officer that we need to kill. I do love the direction of the chaos ball just going straight to my right. It looks so funny. But yeah, so a few add-ons aren't working, so that's reasonable, right? I mean, the patch just came out a couple days ago. Not everyone necessarily prepared for it with the beta. I did get Deadly Boss mods updated. Immersion, I think, has been updated. A few. It's a handful. Which is nice. I like having them updated as much as possible. Alright, so I think we got all of our Titan device stuff now. Let's combine this. Done. Cool. And now we need one more trooper. There we go. Yeah, the new animations, I'm already getting used to them. Looks really good though. I'm excited to see what other classes have for animations. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that guy. Wow, stat squish, man. It's a different world. I think we had 22,000 health and 30,000 mana, so about a third of the mana, about half the health, roughly. I like how Harrison's still fighting this guy. I have a feeling we're jumping on this plane.
Can I help you?
That's a relief. Thanks, SoupaSoka. Turns out I got my hands full here. Oh, he acknowledges it. Really? That's some aggro rate, leash distance, right? I mean, that seems pretty far. I don't know. Could be wrong, but it feels kind of far. Okay. Have you got the activation device? That's it. Good work, SoupaSoka. Recover the lens of the sun. This guy just won't go down. You're doing great, kid. Only one thing left to do. Use a device to activate the statue. The statue holds a key to reactivating the obelisk. This is a terrifying decision. I mean, look around us. Like, why are we up here? Look at this. It's like... That looks very cool. That smoke, by the way. It's a very nice, like, smoke effect. Terrifying. Do I go this way? Yeah. I was about to fly around, but I think this is the right way to go. Okay. It's a giant red button. It's so dumb. Dumb in, like, Harrison, what are you doing kind of way. God. Terrible decision, Harrison. Does the stun work on this guy? It does, that's good. I look at my Doomguard down here. Not Doomguard, sad. Doomguard's gone, Infernal. Use the meteor on the ground to launch a critical strike. I don't even see the meteor. Oh well. Like, I really don't see a meteor anywhere. I don't think I need it anyway, so whatever. I'm just saying, like... Alright, activated. Back up to Mr. Harrison. And his flight speed feels much better, by the way. Very, very good. Feels very, very nice. Wait, down to Harrison? Where's Harrison at? Oh, there. Oh, there it is. I see. Actually, I'm not going to Harrison at all. I'm... Lens of the Sun. Oh, gosh. According to Harrison's notes, placing a lens upon this dice should activate this obelisk. Exactly what that means remains to be seen. Yikes. I thought there might be a cutscene here. So what's actually going to happen here? Are those clouds going to go disappear? I love how Harrison's still fighting this guy. I find this very funny.
Greetings.
Use a tailgun to defend the Schnatz bomber. Awesome. Okay, I've softened this guy up. How about you help me finish him off? I've got a plan for our escape, but it'll require a lot of guts and a little luck. You up for it, SoupaSoka? You get a flight suit? Nice.
See you around.
Let's follow my lead. Quick, another plane. Okay. My UI should work. Sometimes, you know, the UI is a little bit wonky when you, That was our plan. That's awful. That's like some violence. That's one of the most violent things I've ever seen in WoW. I've never seen anyone get cut from the legs up, you know? Or just in general. That's gruesome, right? That's awesome. I mean, I'm amused, but it just has like not expecting that. Primary machine gun, okay. And then what's this do? Fire the power home on nearby hostile. Okay, so basically spamming my, Oh, I see. It actually aims, doesn't it? I'm dumb. I was thinking it was like, just like my target would get hit regardless. I'm dumb. Now I see. Okay, it's much better. Okay. I thought if I just targeted it, it was like automatically aiming it, but I realized that wasn't the case. Now this is much more effective. But the homing missile is automatic. Like it does, you know, self-target or whatever you want to call it. Wrecked him. Got him. Okay. Schnatz bomber. This is a pretty fun little cutscene thing. Or escape. Where are we going? We can't like see behind us. Now we can. Cool. Where are we going? Okay. Harrison Jones, the pilot. Great, great. Are they gonna come flying over the top here? Yeah, they're there. I was gonna say, probably get some more guys. I took like the most convoluted escape route ever. It was like, let's just fly up and around and then back through the mountain. Okay. Tailgun's looking good, health-wise. Thankfully, these things seem to fly up in like some weird, strange angle where they don't even shoot at us at first. So they're just like, yeah, they're coming on like the side, so we get a few free shots in before they actually do anything. Okay, we're coming in for a landing? Yeah, we are. It's a good runway, it works. Functional. Where did it take us? The Vernal Dam. I haven't seen this yet, have I? Cool. Glad we made it. Thanks, Harrison. Good piloting. Okay.
Hey there.
Good work there, SoupaSoka. You will receive the Tailgunner's flight suit, which is probably not an upgrade. Looks like we've lost them, for now at least.
See you later.
Cool, thank you.
You need something? See you around.
Okay. Well. Is that it?
What can I do for you?
Woohoo. We'll have to do that again sometime. Well, I'm off to do some more research. I'll catch up to you when I'm ready.
The Alliance.
I'm sure we'll run into him some more. We still have a request from Hydel down here. We have a quest we just picked up from that. That's the dropped item out here in the west. We've only done 1 of 7 chapters, so that was a very early, quick chapter, just rescuing those people when we got it in here. I'm sure we're close to another chapter completion, though. King Faoris. Oh, our warrior dropped out of our group. That's too bad. This is just the beginning, SoupaSoka. If Deathwing's minions can bury entire cities, we have little chance of defeating them through conventional means. Oh. Cutscene. The lion pet. This is about to be a civil war going here. An awkward pause here. Get it? Pause? Like lion pause? Or whatever these guys are. Pause. Interesting. Okay. Is there like... It just feels like there should have been a quest there. Oh, there. I was like, there's gotta be a quest here, right? Okay. Ah, that's a quest, okay. High Priest Emmet's vote is the only one that is completely outside of our control. Speak to the High Priest, okay? He will vote as his divinations tell him, and nothing we'll do will dissuade him. I figure that gives us even odds either way. The only problem we face is that his clairvoyance has failed him ever since the barriers around Uldum fell. He will not cast a vote unless he regains power over his divinations. Take the stairs. Speak to him. The Vizier's vote. Speak to Vizier Tenotep. His position is based on enforcing the will of the Faoris. I've had little luck making the case for open war against Neferes. You must speak to him. Perhaps he will listen to an outsider's perspective. Okay. And High Commander Kamsis. The High Council's vote needs to be unanimous. I'm certain the High Commander Kamsis will give us his vote once he hears about what happened at Orsis. Please speak to him. Okay, we're doing some diplomacy here, folks. That mount speed, man, it feels really nice. Seriously. So one of them is over here, apparently. And wait, what? He's not underwater, right? That doesn't make any sense. The High Priest vote. Let me double check this. Take the stairs at either side of the dam. Got it. This is why I read a little bit. Sometimes. It's like, he's not underwater, right? And I'm like about to go diving down into the water. Maybe the priest is just submerged underwater. That makes sense. No. This is a cool area. Reminds me a little bit of the Deepwater tram. Deepwater? The tram between Stormwind and Ironforge. War, you say? Divinations for war are always difficult. Some wars must never be fought, even if victory is assured. Okay, slaying the foul creatures that plague the river will not be enough, SoupaSoka. A new generation of these monstrosities already threatens to spawn with our holy waters. Okay, destroy some eggs. And destroy the big guys themselves. Okay. As the river becomes clouded, so does our ability to peer into what the future holds for us. Okay. So there's going to be, each of these people I speak to are probably going to give me a quest or two to complete for them, which should be a pretty nice chunk of experience then, since I'll be questing quite heavily. Let's zoom out. Let's drop down here. Let's get some underwater breathing. That should... Does that actually speed us up still? Yeah, swim speed is increased. Cool. Okay, where are the eggs at? I see them now. They're just spread out throughout here. It does feel like these mobs take a little bit longer to kill than they used to take. I'm not totally sure, but I sort of think so. Mounting underwater doesn't do anything, right? No. Nothing useful anyway. Alright, let's kill this guy. Yes. Man, I can't believe we've only done one chapter here. This is a huge zone. I feel like we've been here for a few levels. A level and a half, 2 levels, I don't know. And been just grinding out quests, but just not quite landing anything. Not quite completing a chapter yet. Which is fine. Nothing necessarily wrong with that. I assumed by now we'd have a few chapters done, for some reason. It seems like in Hyjal we knocked out a few chapters very quickly. All things considered. And I was told a very clear word choice that I definitely need to complete the Harrison Jones questline. So I need to go find him. I don't know where he's at. It's kind of taking a weird travel path. That Incinerate. I don't really know where Harrison Jones is at from here. I'm sure we'll find him, but temporarily I'm disconnected from him. Although we have quite a few quests that are just kind of hanging out around the zone. I'm sure one of those he's there or nearby or something like that, you know. So I'm sure we'll drag him out of wherever he's hiding from. We may not do an instance today. It's kind of a bummer. I queued up for basically everything that I haven't done and just didn't fall that way, it looks like. It doesn't seem like it's going to happen anyway. I'm excited about the war mode. Only reason I chose this server, I told you before, this is Garone. I chose it because a friend of mine who I met on WoW was really excited for me to start a leveling series, and I joined because of him. And he passed away in January, I think. And so now I'm kind of hanging on this realm awkwardly in a way because I'm in the guild. I've mentioned them a few times. I always forget. They're a nice guild. It's Keepers of Azeroth. They're very friendly people, but they're never on when they're on because they all play in the evening, afternoon. I play in the early morning, which is fine. But now I just feel like I'm kind of isolated. Like I'm this guild. It's like a PvE realm. It used to be a PvE realm, and I don't really know anyone on the realm. I don't have a reason to be here. It's not necessarily a huge pop realm. I think it's a pretty good split between Alliance and Horde, but it's interesting to see how things change now that it's essentially a PvP realm or optionally a PvP realm. The 10% boost is pretty nice. Thinking about that, essentially, does this also work if you're in an instance? Like, do you get a bonus experience inside of an instance? That's gonna cut this. If I just have a permanent 10% boost, and I'm not like, dying a ton because of it, which I don't expect to be, all things considered. I don't think I'll run into any people out here. Because of that, the entire leveling series will be probably roughly 10% shorter, right? Because I should level 10% faster. So if I have another 10 episodes or 20 episodes, it would actually only take 18 episodes instead. Which is kind of nice for the purpose of getting to max level. Okay, stopping the spread. I thank you, SoupaSoka. You're welcome. He feels the disruption of the river fading. I feel the source of this taint still lingers. Stop the Neferset ritual at the Murk Deep Cavern. Okay. We are right to be wary of the evil Neferset. I can already sense that they're behind the forces that corrupt the river. Go underwater once more and find the Murk Deep Cavern. You'll find them performing a foul ritual of corruption. Stop them. This was a minor upgrade, so we'll grab it. I really wonder what I do with my helmet. I must have unequipped it to equip maybe something for like a, to acquire the appearance for like transmog reasons. And I must have just, I don't know, thrown it away on accident after that. Let's go. There's the general. I was about to go to talk to the general. Let's go finish the priest missions, and then we can move on to the east. Yeah, it seems kind of nice to wrap these up one by one. And I assume this is a quest chapter. I could finish all 3 of these and get the vote or whatever. There's going to be one final quest to wrap it up, probably. Go back. Wait. Let's go back in the water. There it is. There's got to be a cave down here somewhere. I was going to say, I'll sneak by this guy if I can. That's not going to happen. Clearly need to be goblin mode for this. I love that Orb of Deception. It's such a cool trinket. I've always loved that trinket. Yeah, you can tell how relatively still unfamiliar I am with modern WoW. I call the Orb of Deception a trinket even though it's a toy. Ooh. They are doing something down here. Interesting. I wonder if I can kill these 2 without aggroing the big guy. Nice, I'll take it. Alright, we'll kill this little guy also. Oh, we might have aggroed him. Oh well. Do Doom Guards no longer use? It doesn't use a Soul Shard fragment anymore. And it just... hold on. Infernal Surgery for 30 seconds, dealing 285 damage to all nearby enemies every 1.8 seconds, and generating 1 Soul Shard fragment every half a second. Whoa, that's cool. It never did that before, right? I'm sure that wasn't the case. I haven't seen the new Rain of Fire animation. Is it new? Oh, that's really cool. I was just thinking, I was like, I haven't used Rain of Fire yet. Looks like actual meteorites kind of landing down. That's awesome. So Infernals now generate Soul Shards and don't actually are fragments and don't use a Soul Shard fragment to summon. That's really interesting. So they buffed it. I don't know if the actual DPS and other stuff has been buffed, or the health or whatever, the Infernal, but it would appear that they get rid of Doom Guards, which I wonder how you get Doom Guards anymore. I don't know. But now I understand why this is so good. That makes it seems much better now, because now I've actually got a ton of Soul Shards to spend. That seems kind of cool. Grimoire of Sacrifice. Alright, let's check this out. What's the last... What do we got here? Go to the northeastern source of Vernal River and slay Scale Mother Hevna. We still haven't finished this quest. Okay. We might have dealt with the symptoms of a problem, but I've been studying these foul beasts and the eggs are not laid by them. The stream from the current carries their eggs. Okay. Interesting. Lots of, well, it's way up there. Lots of back and forth quests with this priest. You know what I mean? Like, this feels a little bit more like an older WoW quest than where you're going back and forth. Whereas I'm kind of used to a lot of these quests now, generally, you don't have to backtrack as much, just turn in the quest. That goblin looks so cool. Goblins, I like goblins a lot actually. I think I have a goblin mage that I did a few live streams on a while back. I haven't played in a while. It's fun to play that mage. I enjoy it. What I want to do, I still have a max level boost to 110. I'm not going to boost this guy no matter what. Even if I get to 100 and then BFA launches, I'm not going to boost this guy. I'll play my rogue for a while and come back to this tune. But I really want to, I really would like to purely grind this guy to 120 with no heirlooms, etc. There's our target. Actually found it very easily. Alright. Is it moving? Oh, I see. What's it doing? It's a weird little spot down here. I do appreciate the way that the incinerate travels in kind of a funny path now. It looks kind of cool. Alright, let's go. It's a really scary little spot. It just feels weird. It's kind of as deep. tunnel looking thing. Uh-oh, underwater breathing is disappearing. The breath timer is so long now anyway though. Like, seriously. Underwater quests, I've said this before, underwater quests were legitimately kind of tough in vanilla. Unless you were a warlock with underwater breathing, or a... I don't think anyone else had underwater breathing. I don't think paladins did. Or an undead who had 3 times long underwater breathing. That was a significant racial... Like, it was worthless in most scenarios, but when you had an underwater quest, you really appreciated having the increased underwater breathing as an undead. I mean, seriously. I'll never forget how useful that was. I mean, there were people I knew that wouldn't do underwater quests for the most part, unless they were really worth it, because they were just so annoying. Like, it's like, the breath timer was short. It was short enough that it really wasn't difficult, but it was just stressful in a weird way to have to deal with that. Okay, a corrupted eggshell drape. Be warned, Worgen, my vote will only be swayed by what I see. Hold on. Yes, the waters are clearing up. I am certain I will be visited by vision. My vote will be swayed only by what I see. You might have helped us greatly here today, but if the vision sways me to make a case against the war, then that is the way my vote will be cast. That's fair. Okay. I don't think that cloak is an upgrade, the drape. So now let's go ahead just a little bit to the east, and we'll check out the general and see what he has in store for us. We have a healer now, we just need a tank. That's cool. Hi, Commander Kamsis. What's up? No need to fill me in on the events. I've heard about them already, and about you, and any enemy of Alakir is a friend of mine. Cool. The weakest link. Speak to Salhet at the Ram Kahen Legion outpost in Uldum. Oops, let's go back. They say a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. I subscribe to that theory and expand upon it. Rather than removing that weak link, one must strengthen it. The other links will step up their performance out of fear of they themselves becoming the weakest link. Our weakest link, his name's Salhet. You'll find him training near the bottom of those stairs. Start him off with something easy. Okay. Recruit 8 Ramkahen laborers. We have a sizable army, but I'm afraid the coming showdown with the Neferset hordes will demand that all able-bodied Tolvir of Ramkahen and Orsis join in the fight. Okay, I gotta recruit. Easy enough. And what's this guy got for us? Collect 20 hardened Crockless kites. We haven't seen combat for thousands of years. All the combat protocols of the Titans programmed into our ancestors still there, though. But none of this can compensate for lack of supplies. Okay, we need weapons and armor. Got it. It's easy enough. So what's this weak link got for us? Help Salhet slay 8 blood snarl hyenas. It's hyenas again, right? Very well, I shall do my best. Okay. Alright. Let's head on over. We need 20 hardened crocodiles. Jeez. I really hope these guys drop more than 1 at a time. Oh, this is going to be a very long... Is that guy glitched out? Oh, okay, never mind. I was thinking he was like stuck up there and was going to go immune on us. At least these are easy mobs to kill. Let's see the drop rate, though. Oh, okay, so that guy dropped 2. Okay, so like 10 kills, not so bad. I was like, oh man, I don't really want to kill 20 of these. It seems horrendously unfun. Let's get this swimming thing back up. Underwater breathing. Is that what it's called? Unending breath, yeah. Calling the infernal for no good reason, just for fun. Alright. I don't need this guy. What am I killing this for? I'm trying to find a... There we go. I'm trying to find a crocolisk. I'm excited. So I read... Someone on Twitter actually told me that I've never seen a infernal swim. That's kind of funny looking. Someone mentioned there's no quests this week for the pre-patch. There's nothing to do specifically. But then in like weeks 2, 3, and 4, there will be things going on. I think it's 4 weeks, maybe it's 3 weeks. Maybe 4th week is the launch of BFA. So I've got nothing to do this week on my rogue really too heavily, but I think starting next week I might jump on my rogue and do some high-level pre-patch stuff. Ah, you're a super lock. Okay, you must pardon my lack of hospitality. Oh, this is a different... Okay. Obtain the Vernal Delta map from a Nephroset guard. I devoted my life to serving the king. That service is unrivaled in importance by anything, with one exception. My son, Tahet, his son, was captured. They claim my son was trespassing, but I fear for the worst. If you want to find Tahet, I would pledge my vote to you. Okay, we're going to buy his vote. Cool, we can work on that. But let's go back over here. I didn't really mean to start up this quest chain just yet. Laborers recruited. Easy enough. Are they gonna like be aggressive at all, or are they just gonna be chatted with? Cool. I was worried they'd, you know, be offended or something and attack me, but nope, seems easy enough. I need to find a few more. There we go. So where's the other? We need more fields. There's gotta be more of these guys somewhere. Okay, one more. That was an easy quest. Super easy quest. Okay, let's kill some hyenas. It's a camel. So if I just kill him, does that work? Or do I need to have the guy with me? I think just straight killing him is all I need to do. Easy. Kind of strange. You think you need our guy there. But nope, just kill hyenas. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, he's back. Okay, he's there now. That's good. I was trying to pull all these together so I could do something like this. And something like this. Alright, there we go. That seems pretty effective. It's weird seeing like 30 damage. I'm so used to like seeing something like that and just thinking, wow, I'm not like hurting him, he's like immune to stuff, but no, it's just this is the way it works now. And there's nothing wrong with the scaling. Actually, I like the scaling. I like the stat squish. It doesn't mean it's not a little bit weird, right? You know, I just seen like 30 damage being dealt. What is this? What is this garbage? Is Havoc on a shorter cooldown now? I think it might be. Feels a bit shorter. I could definitely be wrong on that. Goodbye, Infernal. So I need to use my Infernal a lot now. Like, there's no reason not to use it. Literally, every time it's on cooldown, I should be using it because it generates, not only does it obviously generate some extra DPS, it generates soul shards. So that actually is, there's no excuse not to be using it constantly. Whereas when I was leveling, I wouldn't always use the Doomguard or the Infernal because it used up soul shards, and if it wasn't in a good spot to use it, it was just a waste. I mean, honestly, even just like standing around, running between locations, I should dump it out so that I get so I like have 5 soul shards for my next fight. Find Salhet at the southern end of the Sunwatcher's Ridge in Uldum. Okay. I'm not very coordinated, and I'm more of a tactical mind. Okay. We can go work on some of that. What's this other quest? Ooh, Throw the Tides, okay. This is going to be a long episode. I was about to say, it's like, I might be wrapping up this episode soon. See up here? There he is. Aren't they beautiful? Speak to Salhet, it's like 30 blood snarl scavengers. Huh. More hyenas to kill, got it. The question is, will the tank queue up or not? Okay. Well, you know, honestly, I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna leave the queue because it's actually my hour is up. If that would have worked, I would have stayed in it. But now I should dump out of the queue because I don't have time to do another instance anyway. What I need to do is figure out how to get this. Obtain the Delta. Oh, there's the guards. Got it. Okay. Someone's got to have this, right? Yeah, this work. Okay, so I want to finish this quest up, and then I'm going to call it an episode here. I would have liked to get an instance in, but ran out of time. Honestly, I ran out of time here. It's almost 6 a.m. It's a little past 6 a.m. I gotta go to work. Got the map, cool. And this might be the map you're after. You obtain a map of the Virinal River, yes. Go to the Neferset prison camp and find the whereabouts of Tahet. Okay. Well, is my heart set up? Yes. We're in a Hearthback, so we've got a lot of quests here. So I still should probably work on these centered ones here. But for now, I want to go Hearth so we can get Arrested XP, make sure that's maxed out. I'd say pretty effective episode. We got quite a few quests done. I picked up my talents, which is a big thing. It took like 6 or 7 minutes at the beginning. I still haven't used Mortal Coil at all. I should check what that looks like. That'd be kind of cool. And yeah, we're almost at 89. Next episode will very easily, we're 10% in the way, we'll hit 89 very easily. Make some progress towards 90, and then maybe another episode or 2 after that we'll hit 90, which is nice. Because then at 90 we will get another talent, which I don't know what I'll take yet. I'm tempted to take... I really like the idea of Grimoire Supremacy now, but maybe Roaring Blaze, possibly? I'll think about it. Hopefully the rest of my add-ons will come back together. I really miss Move Anything, but people recommended Bartender as an alternative, so I may grab that instead. But anyway, that's all for today, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.